Okay. Can
Three,
everybody hear
two,
us?
one. We're good.
We're live. Okay. Let me make sure this comes up on Facebook really quickly. And then we'll get started. I see a live video. I want to make sure we have sound. Let's see if we have sound.
Do we have sound?
Do we have sound?
Last week we were doing our Simon and Garfunkel impersonation of The Sounds of Silence.
It worked out very well.
Yeah, I think Oscar-worthy performances all
Excellent
around.
job. Excellent job.
Give it a couple seconds. All right. I think we're in here, and I think we're live. Paul's in here.
Hi, Paul.
Paul, can you hear us? We want to make sure people can hear us because of our little situation happened last week. Speaking of which, we're going to be doing a similar show to last week's episode, but we're going to be doing it with sound this time. Last week we had a couple technical difficulties, and so this week sound and video are good. Walt Costa says they are good. Mr. Paul French says, "Morning, Dave. All sounds great." So I think we are ready to get started. Let's.
Excellent.
What week is it? It is 1/21. We are already 2/3 of the way, 3/4 of the way through January. Seems like yesterday we got into 2019. So it is now. We're going to call this Jack and Dave Show episode 4.5 because we're kind of reshooting last week's episode. But before we get started, let's introduce the cast of characters that we have here. Of course, we have our producer, Madison Williams, who's right there
What's up, everybody?
on the webcam right there.
Morning.
How are you doing, Madison? How's your week going?
I'm great.
That's awesome. Mr. Jack is sitting right across from me, and he still has his bandages on from his face surgery, so maybe he'll be able to be on camera later on.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jack. And of course, we have myself, Dave Coleman, and this is the Jack and Dave Show, and it is 10 a.m. on a Monday. So let's get started. What did you guys do this week? Let's have a little discussion. I guess I'll go first. This week we worked here at Jack's all week long. It was a very, very long week, and I was surprised by all the response for January, at least, on all the Chrome. So we've been doing really solid this week on Chrome sales, and the shop's been busy. We did a couple installations earlier on this week. So Jack's Chrome shop has been super busy. Besides that, my life is consumed by work, so I don't have any other kind of fun activities that I do. So, Jack, what did you do with your week?
My wife ran into some car trouble down in Cincinnati visiting her family and lost a timing belt, or it's all messed up. So the motor's badly damaged, and so we're going to be junking that van. And so I had to go buy a new van.
You bought a new van, though.
Well, not new to
New
me.
to you, yeah, it's a nice little van.
Right. So, once you drive a new car off the lot, it goes down in value so much, it doesn't seem to be worth it to me.
Exactly, depreciation.
But there's a little plug for the used truck market, too, right there.
Exactly, yeah. Used trucks for life. But I'm glad that you got a new van, and he has, by the way, Jack has 3 kids, so that's why he needs a van.
Right.
He's a van guy. He's a van dad. So
Fan dad,
soccer dad.
soccer dad, van dad, yeah.
Actually, I did coach my son's soccer team this last year, so you can call me a soccer dad.
How sweet.
Jack the soccer dad.
I love it.
The
Jack's
parents
Chrome
did find my bandages a little off-putting, but they they went with it anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sponsor a soccer team now. Jack's Chrome Shop sponsors soccer team. Yeah. Madison, how was your week?
It was pretty good. Went to school, went to class, and then work to here. Friday night, got to hang out with my friend David from work.
I hear that guy's pretty cool.
Got some laundry done and stuff this weekend. Nothing too exciting. Went to the dive.
Yeah, there's a bar that we like going to in downtown Lafayette. It's called 6th Street Dive Bar. If you're ever in Lafayette, Indiana, check it out.
Amazing
It's
food.
Great food.
Best ever.
Good drinks, yeah. Let's see. We were supposed to get like 12 inches of snow this week,
12
by
to
the way.
like
So,
16 or
I don't-
something.
Yeah, I know you guys, everyone's probably heard about this blizzard that was supposed to come through. That was supposed to drop 12 to 16 inches on us. Here in Indiana, I think we got, well, in Lafayette at least, I think we got 3 maybe? 3 or 4?
I think closer to 5, but
Yeah.
still, I mean,
Still
nothing like
nothing
what
compared
they
to
were
what it's
trying
gonna
to
be.
say. I think the worst part about it, though, was the wind that was pushing all the snow around and making it hell for all those plow drivers out there.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
I
But-
know out east they got hit real hard, though.
Oh, for sure. I know that, the East Coast got hit hard. I think they shut down 80 for a while, and maybe 94. But there was a whole bunch of closings, just not around here. 65, I think, stayed open through the blizzard, I think. I could be wrong
Yeah.
about that. But
I didn't hear about any closings.
Well, and
Normally
we-
you get a.
Blizzard.
We can see 65 from our front porch out here
Yeah, so I mean,
at the shop, and it was
I didn't see anything.
it was traffic was moving the whole time.
Yeah.
We could see. So
Damn Farmer's Almanac. But yeah, so we talked about last week. We had a question of the week last week, and it was, what is your favorite truck show of the year, right?
that
And-
was the one
that's
that was
correct.
answered.
Okay, so our winner, hey Taylor Barker, thanks for joining. Mr. Jalen Walshak, who's actually in the chat right now, won last week's question of the week, and so he's going to be getting some metal polish from Jack's Chrome Shop. So Jalen, thanks for entering. And this week's question of the week is, what is your favorite trucking movie and why? And Jalen, being the early bird that he is, has already put in his selection, which is Smokey and the Bandit, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. So if you guys have a favorite trucking movie, we're doing the same thing we did last week. Please let us know what your favorite trucking movie is of all time. It can be of any generation, any date, whatever. Just let us know what your favorite trucking movie is. The winner is actually going to win a Jack's Chrome Shop shirt, and it's one of our new white. Let me hold this up real quick. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is our new white Jack's Chrome Shop shirt. It has our logo on it,
There you
and
go.
you'll win one of these in whatever size you want. So please put your favorite trucking movie in the comments below, and we will ship you some shirts.
Absolutely.
Yes, and if you want one of these shirts and you don't win, go to our website, jackschromeshop.com, and you can buy one of them. But we're going to do a weekly question every single week. This week it's a shirt. Jalen's winning some metal polish. Good morning, Joseph. And I think next week we're going to try to do some chrome. We might do some like axle covers, or we might do some like lug nut covers or something like that. But whoever has the best response for the question of the week is going to win some chrome. So speaking of our sponsors over at Jack's Chrome Shop, let's talk about them real quick. Jack, could you please tell us where we need to, or where the audience needs to go to pick up some chrome?
Absolutely. You can go over to jackschromeshop.com and use promo code JND10 at checkout to get 10% off your first order. Also, throughout the month of January, coming up on the end here, but you can get 15% off grills or free shipping on orders of $500 or more. Just from our friends over there at Jack's
Yeah, our
Chrome
friends
Shop.
over there. I don't know if you guys can see, but in the top right-hand corner, that's our website right now. As Jack was saying, we have 15% off grills throughout the month of January, so you have like 10 days to get your grills. They're high-quality stainless steel
some
stuff.
options.
Yeah, there's some options right there. We've got punched grills, we've got louvered grills, we've got grill bars, we've got grill bezels, stuff for Cascadias, Freightliners, Kenworths, Peterbilts, Volvos, the whole deal. So go over there, check out jackschromeshop.com, and use the promo code JND10 to help Chrome Steel Radio out, this show out, and also Jack's Chrome Shop, our sponsor. So that right there is our sponsors. There's our introductions. So let's talk about the main subject today, which is trucking movies. We're going to talk about trucking movies today. Even though we talked about it last week, we're going to have a little refresher course really quickly. We have, I believe, Madison, do we have six or seven movies that we're talking about today? Let me count.
I
1,
think 7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I was wrong. We have 8.
I was wrong too.
So let's talk about our first movie, which is called Convoy. Madison, can you pull up Convoy? If you guys look in the
I
top right-hand
will.
corner
Here
of
we
the
go.
screen, right? Let me point to it. Oh,
Yep. Up.
everything is backwards. How do you?
It is up
Oh,
here.
right there. Okay.
Right there.
So Convoy. I have never seen this movie. Have you guys seen this movie?
Have not.
I have not.
I haven't either.
This is supposed to be a classic, and I've heard a whole bunch of good things, and there's a song about it and all that kind of stuff. But Convoy came out in 1978, and it says about a year after Smokey and the Bandit premiered, Chris Christopherson appeared on the big screen as Martin Rubberduck Penwald opposite Ernest Borgnine as Sheriff Lyle Cottonmouth Wallace. So that right there is the Convoy movie, and I have to admit, I have never seen this movie, but I've heard a lot about it. I'm sure all of you drivers out there have probably seen it a bajillion times. But Convoy is an interesting movie, and that's one that we need to watch, actually.
Yeah.
If anybody can find where to watch Convoy, please let us know. If it's on Netflix or Hulu or whatever the hell it is, please let us know where you can watch Convoy. For someone who has a VHS, have you guys heard of those?
What's a VHS?
What's a VHS? Yeah. What was before VHSs?
What? I don't remember.
I wasn't alive.
What
Yeah,
it
I
was
wasn't alive then.
Laserdisc? Was it Laserdisc?
Laserdisc before that? I don't know. I wasn't alive. VHS was like 90s, and I was born in 95. So
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I had one of the TVs with the VHS tapes built in.
Really?
Wow.
I was a
Wow.
cool kid.
Fancy. So if anybody has a VHS or whatever the heck you call that before VHS, please let us know if you have Convoy, and we'll watch it. The second one is actually a funny movie. It's License to Kill, and funny because of the significance in the trucking world. How about that? So License to Kill is a James Bond movie. I have not seen this movie. I've seen a lot of other Bond movies, but I did have to make a video about that, or I'm making a video about this movie right now. The Kenworth W900 the W900L model was actually first created in this movie. So Kenworth created the W900, and then later on in 1989 they created a special edition for the movie License to Kill, and it was called the W900L. It was a special 007 edition. Basically, it had some extra chrome, a longer wheelbase, or it was a longer hood, I think. And so actually, License to Kill was a very important film for the trucking industry, just because it was the first time the W900L was on camera.
One of the most popular owner-operator trucks of all time, right there. So.
Exactly. So License to Kill was a big deal, and they made Kenworth did a whole big deal on it, and we can pull up some pictures later on. But yeah, that's really cool. And who was Bond in this movie?
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton. Okay, not the most prolific Bond, but still an okay Bond. And it was 1989, so what can you expect? But License to Kill, I've seen some of the trailers and stuff. Should be a very good movie. We need to watch that also. Need to do like a Bond marathon. How about that?
Sounds good.
And we've already had 2 requests for this movie already, but it is Smokey and the Bandit, 1977. 70s were a
Rest in peace, Burt Reynolds.
Rest in peace, Burt Reynolds. But 1970s was a really hot year for, or hot decade for trucking movies, and Smokey and the Bandit kind of kicked it all off, basically.
Yeah, I was at the front of the convoy, if you will.
Yeah, wow. All right.
Bad joke.
Yeah, dad joke. There you go. But yeah, so Smokey and the Bandit, I think there was 2 sequels. 1 sequel, Smokey and the Bandit 2. I can't remember for sure, but I know there was at least 1 sequel. But Smokey and the Bandit 1, I think I've seen it. You 2 haven't, have you?
No.
You are a shame. You are a blight.
I am a blight on
You are a blight
the shop.
on Jack's Crumb Shop. Yeah, Burt Reynolds, fantastic performance here, and also what's the singer's name that does Eastbound and Down? Reed. What's his first name?
Is it Walter?
No.
I don't
Eastbound and
remember.
Down, loaded up and trucking. I'm looking it up right now. It is. I can't remember his first name. Eastbound and Down. Is it Jerry Reed? I think it's Jerry Reed. Okay. I couldn't find the first name of the singer. It's Jerry Reed. I can't believe I forgot that. Yeah, not License to Kill. Smokey and the Bandit came out in 1977. It's a classic. And we've already had 2 votes, I think, for Smokey and the Bandit.
Don't forget to tell us why it's your favorite movie.
Yeah, please let us know why it's your favorite movie.
Because that is part of
Exactly.
the requirement to get your t-shirt.
Yeah, we're going to pick the favorite. We're going to pick the favorite, like, response and why. Walt Costa says, +1 on Smokey and the Bandit, nice rides and good soundtrack. Very good point.
All right.
Yeah, Smokey and the Bandit has a fantastic soundtrack with Jerry Reed on it and a whole bunch of other, country-style artists in the 70s. So, fantastic. That is Smokey and the Bandit. We didn't include the sequels on this list because we kind of just included it as one franchise. So Smokey and the Bandit. Taylor, just put it in the comments below. If you want to vote, just go ahead and let us know what your favorite trucking movie is and why, and just put them in the comments, and we're going to go through and we'll tally up all the votes before next week. So let us know what your favorite movie is. If it's one of these 8, tell us why, and you can win a t-shirt.
It doesn't have to be one of these 8 either.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you have another one, as long as you include why and it's a good response, then you can be included.
Then you can win.
To win the t-shirt.
Next movie that we have up is Highballin', and honestly, I didn't know this movie existed until we brought this list up. So, Highballin', 1978. In this 1978 film, directed by Peter Carter, 2 truck drivers played by Jerry Reed, coincidence, and Peter Fonda, a legend, fight off truckers hired by a leading trucking operation that wants to drive them out of business. Reed also he plays Snowman in Smokey and the Bandit, and this was the year after Smokey and the Bandit. So Jerry Reed was a busy man in 1977 and 1978.
Cranking out those truck movies.
Cranking out those movies. I think he was in maybe another one too, possibly.
I feel like maybe.
I feel like, was he in Convoy as well?
I don't
look
know.
back.
Let's see.
Jerry Reed, very active.
I don't see anything about
I
Jerry
don't
Reed
see him
and
in there either.
Convoy, but at any rate,
Jerry Reed, very busy.
another
1960.
one that no one here has seen. Or have you?
I have not seen Highballin'.
Okay.
No.
I also have not.
If anybody has seen the movie Highballin' and knows what I mean, it's obviously about trucks. But if anybody can give us a lowdown on the, the
Synopsis.
give us a what are those things called that we used to use in school?
Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes. That's what it is. Give us the Cliff Notes of Highballin', 1978. Oh, by the way, did we mention it's Canadian for all of our Canadian people out there? So there you go. The next movie that we want to talk about, which also came out in 1978, is Every Which Way But Loose. And I have seen this movie. This is a Clint Eastwood movie, a classic Clint Eastwood movie, where basically, well, it's just like every other Clint Eastwood movie. Clint Eastwood is a badass named Philo Beddoe. I think that's how you pronounce it. And he has an orangutan named Clyde. And Clint Eastwood just beats the ever-living shit out of everybody. So
Yeah, then this movie kind of was the inspiration for BJ and the Bear. Is that right?
that's correct. They made a show later on called BJ and the Bear. I think it was loosely based on Every Which Way But Loose. But
If any of you drivers out there do have an orangutan in your cab with you when you're driving, hats off to you. Maybe we should give an extra T-shirt this week for any orangutan
Orangutans.
drivers.
yeah, we can give the orangutan a shirt too.
Yeah.
I wonder what size an orangutan would wear.
I think they
Size,
come
like-
in all sizes. Don't be specious,
Oh,
David.
I'm sorry. It's
Specious.
2019. I'm sorry. So that's Every Which Way But Loose. If you like Clint Eastwood movies and you like people getting beat up and epic fist fights, I think this has one of the best fist fights in all
And
of
orangutans.
yeah, in all of cinema history. I think this is probably one of the best fights right here. So if you're into that, watch Every Which Way But Loose. And if anybody has a copy of this movie, Every Which Way But Loose, please let us know. I'm sure it's on VHS somewhere. I guess it came out in '78, so it would. What was the? This is going to sound like a dumb question. What was the medium for media dispersal back then? Obviously, there wasn't the internet, so I don't think it was a VHS. Was it a laser disc?
I don't know, to be honest. So I mean, if you guys have the answer to that, what
Yeah.
were you watching these movies on
In 1978.
back in 1978
Yeah.
besides the silver
This-
screen?
Yeah, the cinema. But yeah, so that's it. That is Every Which Way But Loose. Let's go on to this movie. And Jack and I actually did our research on this movie and watched this whole movie just for you guys, just for you.
We love you guys.
And Big Trouble in Little China is a Kurt Russell movie, which the description says. Director John Carpenter once described Big Trouble in Little China as an action-adventure comedy kung fu ghost story monster movie. And you notice that the word trucking
Did not appear in
does
the,
not actually
in
appear
the description.
does not appear in this description whatsoever. And that's probably because this is not actually a trucking movie. This is like a I think they just needed to give Kurt Russell a character that is an asshole, and the first job that they could think of was a truck driver. And so,
Apparently, I mean,
yeah.
he wasn't really an asshole. I would say he was pretty relatable, as just a kind of seemed like just a single guy trying to make a living. To be honest, I mean, the opening of the movie has him gambling along with some of the other people in Chinatown.
yeah,
And
it's Ghostbusters. It's Ghostbusters is what it is. It's like kind of Ghostbusters, kind of like
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
It's-
Ghostbusters meets Bruce Lee.
Could it possibly be an action adventure comedy kung fu ghost story monster movie?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah,
Whoever came up with that.
was a genius.
Yeah, description.
might have been the director.
But, he does drive a freight shaker.
That's right. He has a Freightliner FLC, right?
I think it was an FLC just
Yeah.
by looking at it. I didn't actually look up to see what he was
Classic
driving.
FLC.
But yeah.
Speaking of which, many of you guys know who The Rock is. Also, Robert Green, I see you in the chat. He says Maximum Overdrive. I've never seen that movie, but Robert, if you could tell us why you like Maximum Overdrive, you can win a shirt. So, favorite. If you guys are just tuning in right now, if you want to put in the comment section below, please let us know what your favorite trucking movie is and why. We're going to judge you on your why, and we're going to be rewarding you. Our favorite response will get a white Jack's Chrome Shop shirt, just like this one, except bigger because this is small. All right. Some of you may fit in a small. I don't. I'm getting portly. But yeah, so fun fact, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I'm sure you guys know who that is, wants to do a remake of the movie Big Trouble in Little China with Carpenter directing, which is the same director from the original movie, and The Rock will be playing the role of Jack Burton, who is the truck driver in it. So maybe we'll see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in a reboot of Big Trouble in Little China sometime soon. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I hope they use the same special effects techniques as the original.
Yeah, it's fantastic. If you guys have seen Big Trouble in Little China, you know exactly what we're talking about. The effects are just top notch
For as old as it is.
for 1986. Yeah,
Yeah, it was not bad, but yeah, a little cheesy.
it was funny. It was a fun feel good movie.
Yeah.
Not a lot about trucking though, which is
Right.
unfortunate. What kind of truck would Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson use though?
Well, I mean, if we're going with a Freightliner, it probably
No, let's just say no rules. No rules. What truck would Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson use in a 2020 airing of Big Trouble in Little China?
well, I would say
How about this?
maybe
Let's make it a competition. We have our competition coming on later during the show. Whoever gets it, like the most closer, whoever thinks is the most right, will get a point. How about that? We'll have the audience vote.
All right, audience vote for me. I'm gonna go with the Western Star 4900 EX.
Yeah. What do you think?
I have no idea.
Peterbilt 379,
He needs a big truck though, because he's
Yeah.
a big man. So whatever
Mr. Rock is quite
very
large. Yeah.
large rig.
I'm gonna go with. Is Packard listening? Packard, you need to hook Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson up with a new W990 and make it not suck.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So
I think that's a good idea.
Packard,
Put a positive spin on it.
Packard, if you're out there, you need to hook up with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, pay him millions and millions of dollars to do a movie called
Big Trouble in
Big
Little
Trouble in
China.
Little China, and you need to put your new W990 in it, and you need to just trick it out. Just come to Jack's Chrome Shop. We'll get you all the stainless and the chrome you need for your W990. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson comes in with your new truck in a huge movie blockbuster, does $500 million in box office sales, and instant classic. There you go.
Right.
The best PR ever.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now that we're done with Big Trouble in Little China, by the way, I do recommend that movie just because it's cute. It's a good children's movie.
Children.
It's pretty gory, isn't it? Actually?
Well, and the prostitutes. And
Oh, that's true. Okay, not a children movie.
David doesn't
not-
have children, if
Not
you
a children
couldn't
movie.
tell.
Not a children movie. Not
Yeah.
a children's movie. Okay, but yeah, it's just a fun movie. Anyway,
we've got Big Rig.
Big Rig, yeah.
Documentary.
2007, so this is the newest movie on our list right here, and it says this film would be one of those few notable exceptions we mentioned before. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Told from the perspective of long-haul truck drivers, this 2007 documentary, directed by Doug Paray, offers a glimpse into the modern-day trucking industry. The reason that I like this movie already is because it has a 379 Pete on the front. If you guys see on the top right hand of the screen, you can see the 379 Pete right there, and I just think that's pretty cool. Otherwise, I have not seen this movie. I think this would probably be a good research film for us to do at some point. It's probably the most applicable to modern day. But it says filming took place over 4 different 2-week road trips. So it sounds like they just go on road trips with truck drivers. And, I mean, it's kind of a documentary of that life. And Big Rig was an official selection of the 2007 Seattle International Film Festival and the American Film Institute AFI Fest in 2007. So apparently it did pretty well in the festivals, but I hadn't heard of it until
until recently.
2 weeks ago. Have you guys heard of this movie? No, I haven't either. So if anybody can get a copy on any of these movies, this is probably on DVD somewhere or up somewhere. But Big Rig 2007, interesting movie. Not much there. Let's do our last. This is actually a TV show. It's called BJ and the Bear, which aired from 1978 to 1981. And the description is the success of Every Which Way But Loose, which was that Clint Eastwood movie with the orangutan, spawned the television series BJ and the Bear, which aired on NBC for 3 seasons. Greg Evigan played Billy Joe BJ McKay, an independent trucker who traveled the highways in a red and white Kenworth K100. Go Kenworth. Cab over with his chimpanzee sidekick Bear. So different kind of monkey.
Yeah.
Same plot basically. See, when I hear BJ and the Bear, I think he has a bear.
both chimpanzees and orangutans are apes, in fact, and not monkeys.
True. Yeah. Thank you for the science lesson. Chimpanzee sidekick Bear named after famed University of Alabama football coach Bear Bryant. Claude Akins, who previously starred in another popular trucking series, Moving On, that's another series we could do, frequently guest starred in the first season. So if you have seen BJ and the Bear, which aired from 1978 to 1981, let us know. We've never seen that. But if it's anything similar to the Clint Eastwood movie, then it's got to be pretty good. So those right there are our trucking movies of the week. That's what we're going to talk about. And one last reminder, if you have not already, please put your favorite trucking movie in the comments below, and you will be entered to win this beautiful white Jack's Crumb Shop shirt. So, like I said, we're having these weekly questions. This week it's a T-shirt. Next week, I think the winner will get something like lug nut covers. So we're going to start handing out Chrome. Y'all enter your favorite trucking movies in the comments below. That's our main section right there. Let's do another new segment that we're trying out this week, which is called the Weekly Truck Show. And I'm really excited about this because I enjoy truck shows more than anybody else, especially these two here. It is called the Weekly Truck Show. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go through Jack's Chrome Shop's Instagram feed or our social media feed, and the three of us, Maddie, Jack, and I, are going to pick our favorite truck or our favorite post from the week. And then we're going to have you guys, the audience members, vote on your favorite as well. So we're going to go through our picks, and whoever the winner is after the week is going to get a point. Okay? So we're going to get a board up here. I have a whiteboard already ready that's going to be keeping track of all these points. And at the end of the year, at the end of 2019, the winner is going to get a prize, and the loser is going to have to do something really awful and humiliating on camera. So we've already talked a bit about this already. We have considered, since it's going to be like December, we've considered having the person that loses this competition do a snow angel in the snow with just their swimming trunks on. And the reward, I think, is going to be a gift card. So you either want to be in the middle so you don't win anything, or you want to win. If you lose, you have to go do a snow angel with just your swimsuit on, and that's going to suck. So that's the competition right there, and we're going to be picking these every single week. And so if you guys want to vote for your favorite truck out of the list that we have right here, I think, am I going first or is Jack going first?
You're going first.
Okay.
You.
I'm going first. If you guys agree with my decision, I need you guys to put like something along the lines of David's choice or the red. I already know what I'm going to pick, but the red truck or whatever. Put that in the comments below, and then we're going to tally those up next week, and whoever wins gets a point. Okay?
Sounds good.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Especially the snow angel thing. That's the important part. So don't lose. My pick, we also have a picking order here, so I'm going first. Maddie, are you going second?
Yes.
Okay, and Jack is going third. And we're going to rotate around every week so that, one person,
fair.
Yeah, one person doesn't get the first pick every single week. So my pick for this week, my truck that I'm picking out of our selection here of 9 posts is the top red water tank. I think it's a fuel truck, actually.
Water wagon.
Water wagon. I think it's a fuel truck. This truck right here was at the I-75 Chrome Shop show. It's their customer appreciation truck show every April. And we flew down to Orlando, Florida, and then drove to Wildwood, which is where the 75 Chrome Shop show is, to go capture this picture. This is one of the first pictures we got at the show. And this is a gorgeous, I believe it's a 379 with some, I think those are flat top stacks. Please don't yell at me if those are.
They are flat.
Okay, yeah. So those are some nice flat top stacks. It's a beautiful truck. Love the fenders. Just a clean truck. So that is my choice for the week. If you agree with me, please put in the comments below that the red truck is the best, so I don't have to do snow angels. Thank you. Madison, what is your pick for the week?
My pick for the week is this middle one, this K-Dub right here. So this is Jade Trucking?
Jade Transport.
Jade Transport. Okay,
I
so
think they're in Canada.
So Dave and Jack were telling me that this company paints their trucks Jade, obviously, or tones of Jade, and I really like this truck. It's really clean. This one was from the GATS show, I think.
Yeah, this was in Dallas.
Yeah, and I really like this one because, like I was telling them earlier, it reminds me of Emerald City, like from The Wizard of Oz.
from The Wizard of Oz, yeah.
And I love that movie, so that's
very
why I
clean
picked
truck,
this
yeah.
truck. But-
Jade does something to all of our trucks. I think they only do.
See it a little
I think they
better
only
there.
do tanker trucks. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
this
about
one's
that.
a tanker.
Okay, yeah.
You can
So
tell.
Jade Transport, shout out to you guys if you're listening.
Absolutely beautiful truck.
Yeah, Shift Products, I believe, is the people who do the work on the Jade Transport trucks. But absolutely gorgeous. Found that at GATS. Hopefully they'll be there again this year. So if you want to vote for Madison's truck, please vote Jade Truck in the comments below. If you want Madison to win, and
Why would you not?
vote for me. Vote for vote for the red truck. Jack, what are you looking at?
All right, I'm thinking I'm going with the Angry Bee. I really like the two-tone paint scheme. You know, it's just a kind of a classic look. The fenders definitely set it off pretty well. I like that the bumper follows the curve of the fender. And so there's just a lot going on with this truck. You know, the cab and sleeper panels with the dropped look give it that kind of low riding style. And the chrome accents just really set it off. You know, it's not overwhelming, really tastefully done. And you know, this is a very clean truck. Just, you know, you can see the reflections in all of the surfaces, and it's
Beautiful
just,
truck, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Definitely.
a 379. It has the 359 style headlights on it that have been swapped over. So,
Yeah.
by the way, for all of you truck drivers out there, we have those 359 style headlights and brackets in stock right now. So if you're looking to switch your truck over, let us know. But yes, this truck was at Dallas, another truck at Dallas, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful Peterbilt. Is he running double single fenders on the back, or is that one poly fender or one fiberglass fender?
Looks like they're double humps.
Are they double humps? Okay, yeah. It's a clean truck. I love the visor too. Looks really good, and that's obviously an aftermarket grill, I think, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay. So, the Angry Bee, beautiful truck. If you guys want to vote for Jack and his awful yellow and black truck, I'm just yeah, please pick your favorite truck. We have them all lined up right now. The top one, the red one, is mine. If you like the red one, please leave it in the comments below. Say red truck. If you want to vote for Madison's truck, which is the Jade truck, please put green or Jade truck in the comments below. And if you want to pick Jack's truck, which is the Angry Bee, please put yellow truck or yellow and black truck in the comments below. We will tally these up, all of the votes, next week. And whoever wins, Mandy actually voted for your truck, Madison. So
Yes,
we're already behind.
Whoever's Mandy is, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mandy.
I agree
for,
with you.
Exactly. Girls stick together. There you go.
They do.
Exactly. Jack, we're going to have to do Snow Angels. What happens if we tie?
If there's a tie, then yeah, it would definitely either be 2 gift cards or if everybody ties.
Yeah. So what happens? What
Oh.
happens if there's 2 people that tie and lose?
both have to
Both
do
have to
Snow
do Snow Angels.
Ha 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 ha.
But if you
and
both,
I get to watch.
But if you both win, getting confident over here. Okay. But yeah, so we're going to do this every single week. The winner gets a point. We're going to tally up the points at the end of the year. This is going to be a long thing. We're also going to be doing some competitions at truck shows. So if we're going to see you at truck shows, we're going to be adding additional points to the hosts for assorted things. I think we're going to have a scavenger hunt at
Matt's.
Mid-American Trucking Show. So whoever wins the scavenger hunt will get a couple extra points also. So this is going to be a little fun game for us. And please don't let me lose. I really don't want to do any Snow Angels. Please. Anyway, that is our weekly truck show. Please vote in the comments below. Besides that, let's do a little reminder of our question of the week, which is what is your favorite trucking movie and why? The why is very important because that's how we determine who wins. So please put your favorite trucking movie in the comments below. The winner will get, one last time, this white trucking shirt or white Jack's Chrome Shop shirt. You get it free. Next week we're going to be giving away some lug nut covers. So please vote on your favorite trucking movie and why, and you can get some free chrome and some free apparel and all that kind of stuff. Let's see, what else do we have to do? Let's talk about our sponsors. Let's talk about Jack's Chrome Shop. If you guys are looking for any kind of truck parts, go to jackschromeshop.com and please use the promo code JND10. If you are a car guy or have some kind of car project, please go to candypaintclassics.com, which is our car part company, and use the promo code JND15 to get 15% off your order and help Jack and Dave, the Jack and Dave show out. So please visit those 2 websites, jackschromeshop.com, candypaintclassics.com, and also visit the chromeandsteelradio.com website, which is where we have all of our episodes. I think this is episode number, well, this is 4.5.
4.5, yeah.
But we have a couple Chrome and Steel parties up there that we've done over the past couple months. We've got Hope's show up there. We've got Bill Weaver. If you guys like Bill Weaver, his shows are all up on chromeandsteelradio.com. We just did a refresh on the website, so please head on over there. Give us some traffic. Watch some videos. We really, really appreciate it. Another big thing that we need to talk about is we are working on our Chrome and Steel Radio apparel as well. So I know a lot of guys out there, guys and gals out there, really love the Chrome and Steel logo, which is that, you know, the microphone thing, whatever. We're putting that on a shirt, and I think some hoodies and some decals and some hats.
Yeah.
So please watch out on chromeandsteelradio.com for our apparel store. We're going to start selling Chrome and Steel Radio apparel. So that's super exciting. I can't wait to wear some Chrome and Steel stuff to the Mid-American Trucking Show, which we will be at. Let's do some social media plugs. The Jack and Dave Show, if you want to follow us specifically, we're at Jack and Dave Show on everything. Chrome and Steel Radio is at Chrome and Steel Radio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also have a YouTube, which is Chrome and Steel Radio. But yeah, we will leave all the links for all this stuff down below. And does anybody have anything else? I think that's it. Remember to answer the question of the day or the week, which is favorite trucking movie, and also put in your favorite truck from our weekly truck show.
And vote for me.
And
Jack.
Don't
Vote
vote for
for
Jack.
me.
Don't
Don't vote for David or Jack. Vote for Maddie.
No.
Maddie.
Red truck.
Green.
Red.
Okay, enough with the subliminal messaging. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. We haven't decided on our topic for next week, but I know it's going to be exciting, and we will see you. What is that? The 28th.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next Monday, 10 a.m. Come back here, bring your coffee, and we'll give away this shirt and some other stuff. See you next week.